You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of... But you cannot run from combat, Danheng. Combat is like smelting. Purge, those are the words of the one who, out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It...
This spear is sharp enough to pierce dragon scale.
When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to... When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about me. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that is... Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the artisanship.
É, tá falando do Blade, né? É o Blade, né? O rebelde só pode ser o Blade.
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much.
Tá sendo boazinha com ele. Yan King, sai da cena, mano.
So, are we here to commemorate?
Sai da cena que você não pode competir aí, né?
Besides, when did I ever say?
Even the cryo capsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short life species for long.
Of course he's still alive. But he might be. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and accept.
Beleza.
As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to... His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
Uma segunda chance.
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
Jingliu ajudou todo mundo, né, mano? Treinou geral, né? Treinou geral ela, cara.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living being, what do you think should be done to put an end to?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict, to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day,
under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate... So, in order to sever Yaosher's curse, one must look to... Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She is... I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move...
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the... And... the
General. You said it yourself. This is
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingliu.
Olha o brabo aí, minha irmã. Cê é louco, mano. Ele é muito brabo, o Blade, mano. Tem pra ninguém. Os caras da equipe aí, ó, os Vingadores aí, ó. Cê é louco, mano. Os Vingadores aí de Xianzhou. Mano, vai ser a thumb do vídeo, os Vingadores de Xianzhou. O título do vídeo. Cê tá maluco, cara.
power's already been restored to the alchemy.
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyway.
Jingliu tá meio lascadinho, hein?
Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge.
Vamos lá. Bailuzinha, ajuda a gente aí.
What a surprise!
Miss Bailu.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your...
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and...
those symptoms... Bah, who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand.
Bailu é embaçada, hein, na cura.
Your hand! Please wait. Your friend here has her pulse is extremely faint.
She...
Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy. I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might...
Today's her last day.
What a shame. She could stay for a few days.
É, nem a Bailu sabe ainda como
Do
curá-la.
my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need... Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her. I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Tanheng. You mind coming with me?
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady?
No.
Coitadinha.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
Vamos lá, tentar amenizar a dor da nossa querida Jingliu. Nossa, tá bonito esse jogo no PS5, hein, cara?
Smell the herbs.
Que prazer jogar isso aqui no PS5, mano.
Give me back my medicine box. That thing runs so fast. Don't let it get away.
Ixi, volta aí, calma aí. Vamos nos curar aqui. Voltou. Mano, só vim. Só vim que tem pra ninguém aqui.
There isn't even... when did so many...
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon.
É isso aí, minha querida.
Soon to be departed.
Ó, já vamos usar o coisa do Blade.
This is why your hands are so cold.
Vamos usar na Jingliu.
Through you.
Também na Jingliu.
Raise yours. Fight as one.
Ult da
All
Jingliu.
will be revealed.
Puta, o Zeno da ponta, mano. Vai pra ter sido no do meio, pô. Faz isso não. Aí tu quebra a fonte, né, irmão?
All things in this world, human creations.
The fight is set.
Sovral. Ah, mano. Mano, tô... Presta atenção na mira, cara. Agora, aí, entrou no modo, beleza. Só vai. 44k, 64k. Nossa senhora, cara. Que dupla, galera. Que dupla, mano. Não tem pra ninguém. Cara, é Blade e Jingliu. Tem pra ninguém, meu irmão. Olha. Tá forte. Vamos usar a próxima Jingliu que ataca? Vamos. Oh, puta, mano. Eu tô apertando rápido os botões, hein. Mano, cê é louco, gente. Cê é louco. Tacar. Vai lá, Jing.
All will be revealed.
Ult linda do caramba. Se ferrou. Já era, tchau. Olha lá, ela usa o ataque e consome um stack da vida do Blade. Mano, sensacional isso aqui, cara. Que, nós, esses dois juntos aqui.
Let me make sure nothing's...
Mano, não vai ter pra ninguém.
Apologies again for the delay.
Very well.
You're Mara struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. You don't seem to have...
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may
Coitado, será que ela
be
morre,
sane,
mano?
and yet I still have many.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records...
Really? How unfortunate. My hate. All I have left are the sword in my hand. And my hatred. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you, by the way, among those you've treated in recent days.
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious...
Blade.
He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though,
Blade.
from the way he behaved, it must have been...
He's probably well then. It would seem that everything...
Nossa, eu quero ver agora, mano. Caramba, mano, a equipe vai se juntar, cara. Olha o brabo. Chegou todo mundo. Vixe, vixe, agora, é agora. Agora, é agora. Os Vingadores aí, ó.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
Cara. Olha o climão, mano. Vou até aumentar o volume aqui.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather
Quinteto
again
das
in the
Nuvens.
same place
Quinteto
after
das Nuvens.
hundreds of years.
Tirar até um print disso aqui. Quinteto das Nuvens, o nome da equipe. Tá maluco?
If I remember correctly, the five of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised how sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing.
Caramba, que brabo, hein?
People, 3 must pay
3
a
devem
price.
pagar um preço.
Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his
Abominação
evil.
imortal.
He
Esse é o Blade, esse Ying.
an immortal abomination.
Usou a carne do emanador da abundância para ajudar o embebedor Lunae com seus atos malignos. Ele caiu, tornando-se uma abominação imortal. Mano, o cara é imortal, cara. Cê é louco, mano. Então 2 já pagaram o preço. E o terceiro é ela.
As for Jingliu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara.
Caramba,
Now
mano.
it is time we pay.
Que brabo, gente.
Hung, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin.
Vai ter uma
and his
cutscene,
sins
será,
will
deles?
accompany you in your path forward. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying
Ela
an
vai
even worse
sucumbir à
price.
doença, isso.
That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past. High Cloud Quintet. It is time to say goodbye.
Cê é louco, mano. O quinteto. Olha o monstro aí. Mano, o Blade é muito massa. Ele não fala nada. O bicho é foda, mano.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness at Jingyuan. Is it not time you sent me to the shoeling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. And I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up...
Jingliu, you haven't. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, no matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not...
Then I shall see this gamble.
Brabo.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your... The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
Ele quer morrer, mano. Cê é louco, mano. O cara quer morrer, mano. E não pode porque é imortal.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade.
Mano, o Blade é embaçado, mano. Nossa, uma das melhores lores desse jogo aqui é ele.
Draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Cê é louco. É a mestra de todo mundo aí, pô.
The moment I will deliver you a brief...
Vai ter cena, vai ter cena. Nossa, nossa. Olha os dois, olha os dois. Mano, olha isso. Olha isso. Nossa, muito brabo, mano. Olha esses dois, mano. Olha como ele era, mano. Nossa, galera, que pesado, mano. Os 5. Arrepiei. Arrepiei, mano. Eles eram os parceiros, mano. Ó a outra que morreu. Nossa, mano, arrepiei, arrepiei, mano. Que lore. Toma, Blade. Caramba, mano.
A familiar feeling.
Ela nunca vai conseguir matar, né?
We've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do, it's as if they're saying, Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin?
Eles cometeram pecado, nossa, cara.
You have no interest in, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye.
Cara, nossa, mano, que cena. Olha isso.
Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again?
Mano. A equipe, mano, a equipe. Cê é louco.
Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and in the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow, and the miraculous thing is that in my brief moment, like when we drank to drown.
Caramba, que pesado, mano. Vai renascer, quer ver? Ela não conseguiu matar. É, Blade, você não tem salvação, não. Caramba. Nossa, mas foi muito foda a cena, mano.
Once this gathering ends,
the Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends, I did think about giving up on revenge, and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. The memories of what I did when I was Mara struck are deeply...
Cê é louco, cara.
Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance.
Acabou? Conversar com todos agora, né? Deve ser o fim da missão, acredito eu.
She's gone.
Ela se foi.
All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to... Who you are is a question, even if the Preceptor's interference denied you. Yes.
Nossa, ela morreu, cara.
Dunhung, the General wants me to forget about I understand. These disputes are far too... I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Goodbye for now, Dunhung. I hope...
Que dó. O Blaze não vai falar nada, quer ver?
She
Poucas
couldn't do it
palavras.
with her sword either. She still couldn't do it. We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price.
Neither of us can end the other's life. Just give up.
Elio's script still requires you to... I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be...
Tô bem. Essa conversa do WhatsApp deles é sensacional. Acho isso muito massa, mano. É, gente, acabou a missão? Acabou a missão. Ferido, mas não partido. Que pesado, galera. É isso. É isso, é isso. Nossa, mas deu uma dor no coração ver a equipe antiga lá se reunindo, cara. Saber que eles eram, tipo, que eles eram uma lenda, né, galera? Nossa, foi muito pesado, mano. Muito pesado, de verdade. Bom, mas é isso, galera. Foi muito massa a missão. Pra mim são os melhores personagens do Honkai. Esses 5 aí dessa equipe. Tem pra ninguém. Não tem pra ninguém, eles são muito embaçados. A história de Xianzhou até agora é a mais braba. Deixou o Jarilo Six ali no chinelo. E é isso, vamos seguindo aqui com o nosso jogo. Depois eu vou trazer vídeo atualizado da minha Jingliu, como a monstrinha tá. E se gostaram, galera, da história, deixa o like, deixa o comentário pra dar aquela engajada. Obrigado, até a próxima.